When moving to the Triangle with all of these different cities, where should you go? When I moved to North Carolina over 10 years ago, I had the same questions. So I've compiled a list of cities around the Triangle and highlighted what draws people to each location. Stick around and find out exactly which city may be best for you. Let's start in Raleigh, North Carolina. If you like more of a bigger city feel, this is where you want to be. Raleigh is home to a plethora of event spaces, bars, shopping, and dining, so there's always something to do. It's also home to North Carolina State University, which is one of the top schools in the country, and the world-renowned Research Triangle Park, which hosts over 300 companies. This does mean housing can be a little bit more expensive, and you do tend to get smaller lots, but that's to be expected. The other big con is the traffic. It can take you 30 minutes to get from one side of Raleigh to the other, but it's still not as bad as places like California or New York. Next up, Cary, North Carolina. Cary is one of the top places people are moving to in the Triangle, and there are specific reasons. From some of the best neighborhoods in the Triangle, like McGregor Downs and Lockmere, to the beautiful neighborhoods downtown, it has so much to offer. Cary has a gorgeous downtown with shops and a brand new beautiful park. They also recently built Fenton, which has a ton of bars and shopping. One of the main reasons clients tell me they want to move to Cary is for its schools. Gradeschools.org gives several schools in the area a 9 out of 10, and that's in the public school system. You're about 10 minutes to Raleigh and right near RTP and Durham, which makes it an ideal location for commuting. Cary is one of the most expensive cities in the Triangle, with a median home value around $630,000. You are going to be moving into a popular area if you decide on Cary. Apex, North Carolina is not too far from Cary and a little bit less crowded. Apex has a ton of new construction and a super cute downtown area. This is another city known for its school system, with some of the public schools rating a 10 out of 10 on gradeschools.org. Apex is still on the more expensive side, with the median home value around $620,000, just a little bit less than Cary. There are longer commutes, with it taking about 30 minutes to get to Raleigh, about 20 to 25 to RTP, and about 35 minutes to Durham. Next is Durham, North Carolina. It's one of my favorite cities, but it can get a bad rep. I'm going to start with the pros before we get into why some Triangle residents don't love it here. From the Durham Bulls Athletic Stadium to DPAC and the parks, Durham has so much to offer. Durham's known as the foodie town in the Triangle, and there are tons of local spots to enjoy. Durham is home to Duke Hospital, which is one of the top hospitals in the country, and Duke University, which boasts one of the most beautiful campuses around with the amazing Duke Gardens. It's considered one of the most diverse and inclusive cities around. Unfortunately, the con of Durham is the crime rate. I added a map in the comments below if you would like a more detailed crime map. Just outside of Durham is Chapel Hill. Chapel Home is home to UNC Chapel Hill, which is another great college in the Triangle area. My favorite thing about Chapel Hill is the architecture and the residential homes. They have some super fun designs in many of their neighborhoods. Unfortunately, other than Franklin Street, there isn't a ton to do, and a lot of people travel to the larger cities for more activities. The travel times are about 30 minutes to Durham, about 45 minutes to Raleigh, and about 25 minutes to RTP. On the other side of Durham is a small town called Creedmoor. This is actually where I live, and I chose it for its small town feel and how much land I can get for the same amount of money of other cities in the Triangle. If you like peace and quiet, this is a great city for you. My favorite aspect are the two lakes right in the area, Lake Rogers and Falls Lake. We often go kayaking and hiking around the lakes. Creedmoor and Butner do have some water quality issues that a lot of neighbors talk about. I had someone come and check my water professionally in 2019, and they said the water was safe, but because all the neighbors complained, I just put the filtration system on, and that solved my problems. Creedmoor is about 20 minutes to Durham, about 30 minutes to RTP, and 30 to 45 minutes to Raleigh, depending on where you're going. Wake Forest is what I call old money. The downtown area is super cute with fun local bars and restaurants, and it's pretty walkable. There's definitely a strong sense of community here. There are luxury neighborhoods like Hazentree and Camberley, and more affordable options like Heritage and Holding Village. Wake Forest is a great option for those seeking a small town atmosphere. However, if you crave a vibrant nightlife scene or extensive public transportation, Wake Forest might not be the best fit. fit. Wake Forest is about 30 minutes to Raleigh, about 35 minutes to Durham, and about 35 minutes to RTP. A smaller city on the outskirts of Raleigh is Zebulon. Zebulon is just east of Raleigh. Several companies have started building new construction in Zebulon, and I think it's an up-and-coming city. They are home to the Mudcats baseball team, and in 2018, Old Raleigh Distillery opened its doors and quickly became a staple. The travel times are a little bit more, with around 41 minutes to RTP, around 30 minutes from Raleigh, and about 50 minutes to Durham. A little further out is Clayton. Clayton is a great option for families, budget-conscious buyers, and those who prefer a quieter suburban lifestyle with a manageable commute to Raleigh. However, if you crave a vibrant nightlife scene, extensive public transportation, or a fully built-out suburban area, Clayton may not be the best fit. Clayton is a much quieter town, and you can expect properties to have a little bit more land. You're about 30 minutes to Raleigh, 45 minutes to RTP, and around 50 minutes to Durham. Mebane is our last stop, and it is northwest of Raleigh. Mebane is central to Greensboro and Durham, and is home to the Tanger outlets. Overall, Mebane is a good option for those seeking a charming and affordable small-town lifestyle with access to Durham and Raleigh amenities. However, most things close around 9 o'clock, and there isn't a lot to do after hours. The cost of housing is generally cheaper, with the average cost being around $360,000. Mebane is about 50 minutes from Raleigh, about 35 minutes to RTP, and about 30 minutes to Durham. While this list doesn't go through all of the cities here, I hope that it helps you narrow your search a little bit more. My name is Megan Black, and I'm a local realtor here in the Triangle, bringing you new information to help you in your move to North Carolina. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss anything new.